Hey guys, I'm the one who pulls the strings, and this is my first ever video series for my YouTube channel. It is called Content Consultant, and this is a series where I take a YouTuber who needs a little bit of a revival and I create video ideas for them. Now, I wanted to give a little bit of a disclaimer before we get into it. This video is not meant to hurt anybody. It is not meant to hurt anybody, I guess, quote unquote, involved in this video. So the people I talk about. But I do wanted to say that this video should not hurt anybody because I'm a channel with only 131 subscribers. YouTubers with millions and millions of subscribers should not be hurt by a channel like mine. This is criticism at worst and entertainment at best. So with that, let's get to it. Here we have the beauty community, or more specifically, Tati Westbrook, James Charles, and Jeffree Stars. Let's get into the reasons why they might need a content consultant. So the first reason why is a damaged reputation. The reason why these guys have a damaged reputation is because of the drama that they recently got into. Now, more specifically, the drama that James Charles and Tati Westbrook got into, and somehow Jeffree Stars is involved. No one really knows why or how, but guess he is. So because of this drama, people feel like they can't really trust any of them. Although people are now siding more with James, there's still a heavy mistrust in the community, and it might be nice to switch up their content a little bit, maybe steer away from the quote-unquote beauty community content and maybe go in a different direction that would still tap into their strengths. Now, another reason why they might need a little bit of consulting on their videos is repetitive content. Now, it's not hard to see, but the beauty community has now been borrowing each other's ideas for a while now, and ideas become very oversaturated, and it really steers people away from their content. Not everybody, but some people. And right now, this is kind of a lesser reason. It's kind of a smaller reason because the drama or the damaged reputation kind of outshadows this. But, it's still a reason why. Now let's brainstorm some video ideas for them. So first we're going to look at some strengths and weaknesses, and this is all collective between the three of them. So some strengths are artistry and technical skill. These guys do makeup, and it takes a lot of artistry and a lot of skill to be able to do that, and I think that really plays to their strengths. Now, another skill that they have is cinematography. The shots in their video are aesthetic and very pleasing to the eye. And now for some weaknesses. I would say that they kind of lack creativity. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, as I said, with the repetitive content, and if you look historically at their content, a lot of the ideas are the same-ish. They're not this. I wouldn't say that they're exactly the same, but they are very similar. And if you were to, say, binge watch these guys, you wouldn't really find much of a variety in their content. From what they do to the way they present themselves is almost identical. So I wouldn't say that creativity is necessarily their strong suit. Another weakness is that nobody really wants to hear from them right now. And that's because of the drama. No one feels like they can trust them, and people are kind of sick and tired of not necessarily supporting them, but they're sick and tired of, seeing them all over the place. And that's completely understandable. it's been such a big thing, and there's been so many like twists and turns. It's almost like a movie. Now, with their strengths and weaknesses compiled, I would say the first thing that should be prominent in their video idea is that they don't show any of their faces. The reason why is because I think a lot of people right now, especially with the drama going on, think that the beauty community, especially these three, are very vain. And so now, obviously, no one really means to do this, but when you show your face all the time in your videos, it can really come across some sort of way. And this goes for any genre, whether it's beauty, whether it's vlogging. So, especially when going through something like this, something as big as this, it's better to have no face showing and no voice. So this is a video idea that Jeffree, Tati, and James aren't really used to doing because so much of their videos depend on their face, their personalities, their voice. You know, not just your physical voice, but what you have to say. So I would say for this, no face and no voice, because no one really wants to hear what they say right now. Now, with that being said, because they do have artistry, technical skill, and really good cinematography, I would focus that artistry and skill. I would channel it into the cinematography, and this is a great way to make content that taps into their skills, but it doesn't necessarily share anything about them. It's just content. Pure content. Nothing to do with their personality, nothing to do with what they personally have to say, but creating for the sake of creating. Now, with cinematography, I think they should also place an emphasis on editing and how they edit that cinematography. And I think they should keep the aestheticness of their videos already and kind of put that all together. Now, I'm going to jump into the genre, and I would say, and this might come as a little bit of a shock, but I would actually say disturbing. It's not horror, but disturbing. The reason why I would give them this genre is because I think it's better to do kind of a 360 turn from your content. So just like turn it around and do something that has an imprint of you, but ventures off into another category. Oh, and also part of the brainstorm. I was gonna say not to tell anybody that this is their project. So maybe they would do this on a different channel. I don't know, maybe they would do it on a different medium, but it's better to not tell anybody and to have that mystery element to it. Now I'm going to skip the comparable to section for now, and I'm just going to do a little summary of what I think the ideas should be. So this is kind of like the final draft of the ideas. So I think that they should do a video series, maybe on a different platform or different channel, and it would feature videos with aesthetic images slash film, but it would feature disturbing audio over it. And so the reason why I would think that it'd be better for them to match aesthetic images, so really nice looking images with disturbing audio, is because the aestheticness would still keep a quality of them. As I said, an imprint would still be left on it from them, so it wouldn't be completely different, and it wouldn't completely throw them into a genre that they hated or they had no interest in, but they could twist it with the audio and the editing of it in general. And with the three of them, they could all have different jobs. And this is where I come into the comparable section. I would actually compare this quote-unquote new project, or the project that I'm making them, to a channel called Meat Sleep. Meat Sleep features very kind of a similar concept to what I'm proposing to Tati, James, and Jeffrey. They do very disturbing content, and actually theirs would go into the more horror category as well. So their thing is that they do disturbing images, and over the disturbing images is disturbing audio. I propose that these three do something similar, but instead of also having disturbing images in film, that they would do more aesthetic images in film. And although people may not see this as a super big divergence from Meat Sleep, it would actually be interesting to see something like this from them. And something that I really admire from Meat Sleep is that they never strived to have a story in their videos. It was completely creating for the sake of creating, and I think that this is what these three kind of need right now. And so instead of kind of going into the full-on disturbing type of content, I would just say make it mildly disturbing. So have some nice images, play with the audio, play with the editing, put your skills to use in a creative way. It's kind of like creative detox in a way. So I guess this is the first video of my series, and I hope my idea kind of made sense. And if not, then hopefully I can do better next time. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye!